So hi everyone, my name is ZX and I work on Filecoin Cryptoeconomics. And today, welcome to Filecoin Liftoff Week. Today, I'm very excited to share with you about the storage economy of Filecoin and what mining Filecoin means and how can you have the maximum impact in this economy. To start, let's just start from what is cryptoeconomics. So cryptoeconomics is referring to is an emerging field and study of designing economic games in a cryptographically enforced peer-to-peer network. That's why you have the crypto and also the economic. So the crypto part is basically setting like rules and like setting like so-called invariants and or physics inside the system. And the economic part is basically steering the system towards the direction that the system wants to go. Like an analogy that we often make with Filecoin as a software rocket, the cryptoeconomics is basically steering where the rocket is heading. Next, using a diagram from a paper with our collaborator at Block Science. So it really is an interdisciplinary field with the computer science cryptography in the underlying layer of like how the ledger get updated and how engineering, science, economics, and game theory, where a lot of thought is being put in from this discipline to understand how do we build this economic layer on top of the blockchain layer such that the system collectively can achieve a goal. Well, if the system has no goal or it's a very simple goal, like this job could be pretty simple. But like the moment when you have different stakeholder groups and you have long, short, and this complexity of this decision space just blow out very quickly. And once we develop the blockchain layer and the economic layer, there's also aspects of ethics, philosophy, and political science and governance that sit on top of these layers as well. But it really is an interesting field, and I'm very excited to share more of our work with you guys today. And another lens to look at this could be like we have the crypto network, which is the software layer where consensus is reached and so on. And we have agents basically making decisions and taking actions given the action space that the protocol allows them to take based on their private information and their observation of the system state. And then there's also algorithmic policies, which is designed and agreed upon by the community that would perform state update based on this network state and steer the network in towards a certain direction. And as this iterates and evolves over time, like human agents would participate in the governance. And through the governance, it will basically update both the policy and also update how the underlying software layer will work. And so, a very distinct thing about Filecoin is it's a blockchain network of useful work. So to do, and there's also a common mission and goal where that brings all these participants together to try to make this mission a reality. And the mission is to create a decentralized, efficient, and robust foundation for humanity's information. And on the cryptoeconomic side, how do we make that mission come a rational choice and be incentive aligned for all the participants in the network? And this mission will take time. It would not be achieved within a day or within a few months. It may take many years to come. And how do we create this sustainable incentive and all this economic structure such that it's in the interest of all network participants to try to achieve this goal. And today is Mine Day. I think I'm very excited I think we are at the onset of something much greater. I think we are ushering in this new era of mining where blockchain is made useful. Blockchain can empower businesses and all the participants can evolve together with the network. And I will explain more in detail. So first of all, let's just like give an overview of what are the stakeholder groups within the Filecoin economy. So we have the storage clients, which would be storing, and then we have storage miners, which who are providing miners, which include storage miner, retrieval miners, other kinds of mining. And miners are providing storage services on the Filecoin network, while also maintaining the underlying blockchain layer of consensus. And then we have developer building product and experiences on the Filecoin network to make storage-related goods and services more attractive to the storage clients. Together, developers and miners working together try to bring in more clients into the network. And then we also have token holders who provide liquidity and capital investments for miners and developers and also for clients. And then there's also ecosystem. There are also ecosystem partners like the Filecoin Foundation, Consensus, Block Science, Protocol Labs, and many, many others who are basically helping to grow and expand the ecosystem. An analogy that I would like to use is an island economy. This is where all these stakeholder groups come together to work towards a common goal. And Filecoin is basically like the native currency to this island. So researchers develop algorithms and make it more efficient and make the network more robust. Developers improve the user experience, build products on the platform, and token holders provide liquidity and capital for collateral and so on. And miners will amass all these resources and turn them into storage-related goods and services in collaboration with all the other stakeholders. And then clients can exchange these goods and services with Filecoin. And the goal of the economy should be try to turn this production cycle from raw storage materials into storage-related goods and services as efficient, as productive as possible. And the more attractive and more competitive these storage goods and services, there will be more potential clients and participants want to join the economy and want to do trades with the island. And the more attractive this is, the greater the demand of like storage goods and services on Filecoin, the greater the demand would be for the native currency, which people would need to perform any exchanges with the participant in the network. And so the overall goal for all should be, how can we be more efficient in converting raw materials into storage-related goods and services, and how do we make it more attractive such that we can attract more potential clients and participants? And I mentioned just now, we're ushering in a new era of mining. And I think and many of us came from like a Bitcoin mining kind of world, where both Bitcoin and Filecoin are decentralized blockchain networks, but I think there are quite a few differences in terms of mining. So first of all, I think in Bitcoin, people mine with specialized hardware, where Filecoin mining is on general purpose hardware with high resale value. Some of these differences paradigm and philosophy will lead to differences in the design. And because of Filecoin mining only requires general purpose hardware with high resale value, just hardware itself alone may not be enough to provide enough security to the network. And that's why we have some collateral requirements. For Bitcoin mining, most of that is wasteful work. And whereas for Filecoin mining, we want the work is useful to somebody. And because for the whole Bitcoin mining, because it's very hard to reason about the valuation basis of the network. So a lot of the value is speculation driven, where Filecoin mining is utility driven. The network utility is something that can be approximated and observed. And because of that, Bitcoin mining may tend to be a bit more short term, where miner mine tokens and then they can most of the time they will just sell it. Versus in Filecoin mining, miners are incentivized explicitly to be long term and reinvest into the network. And because of some of that, like sometimes Bitcoin mining can be a bit more exploitative and zero sum, versus in Filecoin, because we're building an economy, it's bigger than just agree on a ledger. It requires us to collaborate. It requires to develop a win-win situation for all stakeholders in the network. And while we compare that with Bitcoin, I think it's useful to also compare Filecoin mining or operating Filecoin storage with being an Airbnb host. Both Filecoin and Airbnb are similar in the sense that these are both global platform economies, but there are also some differences as well. So like in Airbnb, hosts contribute housing resources, whereas on Filecoin, the miner or storage operator contributes storage resources. And Airbnb mining is labor in, once of course you need to get a house, but after that it becomes very labor intensive. Whereas on Filecoin mining, it's more knowledge and experience intensive. And an Airbnb host is at best a contractor to the network, whereas in Filecoin mining, when you are a miner, you are an owner to the network, and there's a big difference. Sorry, there's some question. And versus Airbnb host, hosting Airbnb is managed by a company, whereas mining on Filecoin is governed by a decentralized ecosystem. But there are also some similarity as well, like both Airbnb and hosting and Filecoin mining share the same brand identity. And this is very important for especially for Filecoin, because like in terms of dispute on Airbnb, there's always this legal recourse. But what we can rely on in a decentralized network is actually the cryptoeconomic mechanism on Filecoin. And both Airbnb hosts and Filecoin miners are incentivized to create differentiated services to attract a diversity of client and a diversity of to satisfy a diversity of needs. With that, I think I'll just on the cryptoeconomic here, like we want to find patterns incentives with the mission of the goal, with the mission of the network. This is done through rewarding reliable and useful storage. And we also need, as we saw earlier, there are like 5 different stakeholder groups in Filecoin. So you need to balance the short, medium, and long-term interests of all stakeholder group, present and future, and the utility of the network. And the goal is that Filecoin mining is profitable in the long run with little or no subsidy, and that's how we can create a sustainable economy. So to briefly explain some of the construction and mechanism within Filecoin, I would just highlight a few key areas on a high level and some of the innovation that and some of the thought and innovation that we did there. So first of all, on block reward, we introduced a concept called hybrid minting. So in most traditional proof of work mining, people follow a simple exponential decay minting model, but that minting model has a couple of problems. One of the dominant one is that it creates a very short participants to over-invest in the early days of the network when the network is least mature and the participation is at its lowest. And what that means is that the minting of the network is not proportional to the utility of the network. And therefore, on Filecoin, we create this notion called baseline, and we introduce a concept called baseline minting, whereby we define network time as we define a notion of baseline, which is a KPI that the network needs to achieve, and then we define a notion of network time as a measure of the network's progress in achieving that KPI. And the net result here is that compared to a simple exponential decay model, where the input to the reward is just times, and it's exponentially decaying, which it tells us pretty rapidly, the incentive structure now is rewarding more proportionally to the storage and utility that the miner provides than simply just time. However, we do the hybrid model, which is we do both simple minting and baseline minting. The portion of simple minting is to provide counter forces to shocks in the event that it happens. And the next part here is on collateral and penalty. So as I mentioned earlier, the key thing here is the incentive should go to reliable and useful storage. So when a miner onboards sector to the network, they need to put up some initial pledge collateral. And that provides storage security and consensus security to the network. And this is set based on how much a sector is expected to earn in Filecoin. So that would basically make the reasoning about whether onboarding a sector is rational a lot easier. And the initial pledge is returned when the sector promises and to incentivize reliable storage. And some slackness in the penalty was also introduced as part of the Filecoin improvement protocol to reduce the risk of penalty for reliable storage. And the third aspect is we put power back into the storage clients. So I think people might have heard this concept called verified clients, or we might be calling that Filecoin Plus clients. There will be a talk on it, I think, on during store day. So basically, sectors containing verified client Filecoin Plus clients deals will earn 10 times the storage power and hence 10 times the reward. This is putting power back in the hands of storage clients, and storage clients can now become active participants of the network to shape storage product and services on Filecoin. And the net result is that Filecoin is made more useful and more decentralized than a purely resource-driven network. And decentralization can happen over many different axes, including like token production, geographic distribution, and we balance the power of different stakeholders within the Filecoin network. So these are the 3 highlights of cryptoeconomic structure that we introduced in Filecoin that would make that will make Filecoin more useful and more decentralized as a network of useful work. And lastly, I want to just highlight the different stages of the economy. So we talked about just now for the reward structure, it's more tied towards the utility of the network through baseline, right? Like as the network progress, and achieve and unlock and achieve a higher KPI level in terms of baseline, we unlock greater rewards through baseline minting. So right now we're just at stage 1, where the sources of revenue mostly come from simple exponential decay. There is some coming from baseline minting, but because baseline is set in such a way that like it takes time to go up to the baseline. So right now the baseline minting is slightly muffled. We have some basic quality of service requirements that is enforced by the collateral and penalty structure. And we're building capacity. There are lots of product and lots of applications being developed right now. The proof is secure, and there is some basic level of retrieval. And and this gives the community time to develop and evolve the economy. And we may enter stage 2, where the chain is made a lot more scalable. Operational cost of mining becomes lower as time goes on. Hardware becomes cheaper. Algorithm becomes more performant. Proof becomes more efficient. Retrieval also becomes more efficient. And as time goes on, simple minting will start to decay. And this is also when the network can achieve a greater level of the baseline, which is a function of like how much space time has been committed on the network. And the baseline minting will pick up. And the token minting to match increase in the network utility has improved. We start to see some like client paying. We start to see clients paying for storage deals, and then we enter stage 3 and now have strong brand reputation, a full suite of product, diverse market, CDN level retrieval, and simple minting by this time is like coming down. And then we still have some baseline minting, but the quality of service on Filecoin is so great that that clients are willing to pay for the storage deals. And that's when we said earlier that the vision is that mining on Filecoin becomes profitable in the long run with little or no subsidy. And I'm very excited. This is just the beginning. And I think for the next couple of days, we're going to talk more about like what to be built on Filecoin and what to store on Filecoin. And I think we are at this very exciting moment of the industry. And I think like let's go out together to make blockchain useful, to make Web3 mainstream, and together we'll make some history.